When I came out to Gold's Gym that time, my boss when I came out to Gold's Gym that time, my boss man Pat Valentino says, Michael, do not clock in yet. Greg Carter is coming, and my job coach Tiffany Rudd is coming too. We're going to have a meeting. And Pat Valentino filled out the spray bottles and paper towel dispensers at Gold's Gym. And I got my cell phone out and I called Greg Carter and I called my job coach Tiffany. Yep. I was standing over there waiting on Greg Carter and my job coach Tiffany. Yep. And down at Gold's Gym, here comes Greg Carter and here comes my job coach Tiffany. This is Deanna Ebrich. She's my VR counselor. Leland Conrad retired. He retired. And I remember those old days. I talked to those young ladies, Tiffany Rudd, Deanna Everett. And Pat Valentino talked to Greg Carter. I pulled a cable wire off the TV and broke it and sliced it in two. We told Dorothy Holloway and Miss Murphy about it. And Pat Valentino says I will not be working at Gold's Gym anymore. I lost my job. Yes, I had to go out and get me another job. Yes, I had to start all over again. Pat told me your behavior was unacceptable. If you broke the TV in half, you're paying for it. $2,000, antique, and also you had inappropriate behavior. Inappropriate behavior was you kicked a lady on the treadmill, and that lady almost fell and got hurt. You can go to court and pull out a lawsuit and go to jail. And I got upset, beat my head against the wall. Why? Because Scat Bus is running late and my knee hurts. And act up inappropriately. Did you clock in yet? Not yet. We need to take you home. Yep. And Tiffany Rudd made some phone calls. And Deanna Edward called up a psychiatrist, Dr. Morris. And I go in the office and I apologize to my boss man, Pat, tell him you're sorry. Didn't mean to get upset and shake his hand. That's okay. I will not be working at Gold's Gym anymore because I got fired. That's okay. You're a nice person. I have to write Pat apology letter. I have to write Pat a thank you letter. Terminated means terminal suspension, going away. Terminated means you get fired, lose your job, can't come back to work anymore. Yep. Tiffany Rudd take me to the dollar store and she take me to Burger King. And we went to an old lifespan on Wendover, a workshop. Yep. We have to read the rules and regulations about keeping a job. I remember my job coach Tiffany used to take me out on a date, going out to eat at Golden Corral because I did good, but I messed myself up and I ruined it. We have to read the rules and regulations about keeping a job. There's more. There's more. There's more. We have to go in the office and make copies. To Mike Valentino from the Gold's Gym staff, to Mike Valentino for the subject. Hello, Mike. You hope as well. Quick note, a quick heads up. There's a guy with special needs who works at the gym, cleans the exercise equipment, treadmills, etc. throughout the day. There's a guy named Michael. As I work out and always keep my eye on him. Then he tends to clean the machines near me. Anyway, over the past several months, Michael's behavior is getting more and more aggressive as in the Outburst. I see him walking behind the treadmills. He kicked the machine and broke it when there was an old lady, 65 and over, was walking on it and causing her slightly tripped. He kicked abundant bicycles, ordering pizzas, magazines on his cell phone, stealing things out of the office, throw buckets of water, scream, cuss, hit his head on the wall, and broke a window. Today, Michael was cleaning the treadmill next to me. He would start beating on the television screen. After that, he pulled the control cable between the television screen and keypad and sliced it too. And he turned that machine off and he got the out of order sign for it. And he turned it off to ease it up. He told me he didn't do it. It broke since he was cleaning it. He went outside and minded his own business. And I told your brother Pat about the wire when I was leaving. I am concerned Mike was doing bad things in his future. By Pat Valentino and Bruce Kirkman, mailed in 2008. Ordering pizzas and magazines on his cell phone. North Carolina Division of Vocational Rehab Office. Department of Health and Human Services. Progress review. This report of progress towards going to work. Michael, I received a phone call yesterday from a job coach. Tiffany Rudd started it. You had been terminated from the employer, Gold's Gym. Your termination was due to inappropriate behavior that had been displayed on a shoplifting camera when you were at work. On several options, you're responsible for wiping down and cleaning the exercise machines where observed by management becoming aggressive while doing so. You also became upset when you were at work and damaged the television. The managers at Gold's Gym also said that during this time. You pushed or tampered with the treadmill and broke it where it was being used by an elderly lady, and this caused her to trip and break her leg on the machine. However, she decided not to report the matter to Greg Carter or the police. Michael, on the assumptions of scat buses being late, you have been observed hitting yourself in the head while on the floor and act up inappropriately. Because of this behavior, it has led to your termination from Gold's Gym. On the privileged jobs, you have displayed inappropriate behavior and has led to your termination from the company. Tiffany Rudd has worked hard with sister in monitoring inappropriate behavior when you were at work during job development, tests, and training. Michael, this is important that you understand at different location employment. At this time, we will be putting your case on hold. During this time, you need to get in touch with your mental health provider as soon as possible. Schedule time for therapy to discuss your behaviors and interactions with others before we begin job development again. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me at 336-315-2016. Sightly, Deanna Everett. Deanna Everett Cancer Signature. Mailed in 2008. Record time 3:26 p.m. Kitty cat number. Greg Carter, Auto Police. We have to read the rules and regulations about keeping a job. There's more. Tiffany Rudd, take me home. We have to talk to Dorothy Holloway and Miss Murphy. Waiting on Greg Carter to come in. Your day's not good. He has some very bad telephone calls moving in. That's right. Yep, Greg Carter told Wendell Hightower closed the office door. We're in a meeting. Yep, at Gold's Gym, Michael's behavior is getting more and more aggressive as an outburst. Currently, I see him walking to behind the treadmills. He kicked the machine and broke it when there's an old lady 65 and over was walking on it and causing her slightly tripped. He kicked abundant bicycles, ordering pizzas, magazines on his cell phone, stealing things out of the office, throw buckets of water, scream and cuss, hit his head, broke a window. Today, Michael was cleaning the treadmill next to me. He would start beating on the television screen. After that, he pulled the control cable between the television screen and keypad and sliced it in two. And he turned that machine off, and he got the out of order sign for it. And he turned it off to ease it up. He told me he didn't do it. It broke since he was cleaning it. He went outside minding his own business. And I told your brother Pat about the wire when I was leaving. I am concerned Michael's doing bad things in his future. By Pat Valentino and Bruce Kurtman, mailed in 2008. Listen up. You're going to be in the school home every day. You can't go to the library. Why you can't go to the library for? Because I ordered pizzas, magazines online, and it's not right. That means you don't have a job now. You just stay at the group home, do some cleaning. We tell you to do stuff and don't talk back. Going to the hospital. Mental health just might. We told my sister Vicky Michael got fired today. Talk about my sister Vicky's ex-husband had temper tantrums at my daddy's house. Michael, Greg Carter wants to speak to you. Listen up and be an ordered magazine subscriptions to Miss Kurtman. Why you can't go to the library? A long time ago, I ordered magazine subscriptions to my grandmother Corrine. Miss Kurtman's not happy, and her husband's going to bring the bills over here. Watch. Mr. Kurtman's not coming to see me, he's coming to see Mr. Carter. Why did you order Pizzas magazines through? You ordered from me a cell phone? You need to go to your room and give me a cell phone. That's abuse privileges. Yep, I abused it. When I called my sister Vicky, I used the house phone. Yep, I ordered magazine subscriptions to my grandmother Corrine. It had Wendell Hightower's name in it, had Greg Carter's name in it. I ordered magazine subscriptions to my grandmother Corrine. It had Wendell Hightower's name in it, had Paige Johnson's name in it, had Greg Carter's name in it, and it had my name in it and my grandmother's name and mornings I was using. Nude Boobs, Connie Pettiford, Paige Leonard, and Kenny Johnson, Mark Poe, and Ronnie Springs. If I order more magazines again, see what happens. I'm out of the group home. I can get discharged for that. I don't want it to happen or be on the streets. Well, I don't have a cell phone no more. Greg Carter's going to keep that phone. Yep. And then we told Dr. Morris about it. If Michael ordered pizzas magazines on his cell phone, Mr. Carter took his cell phone. I don't have a cell phone no more. Mr. Carter's to keep it. He knows out. The cell phone's completely cut off. He's being good so far. Yes, so far.